Today we are going to do a very quick video, and to make it a quick video we've chosen a very quick aircraft. Now this is the wonderful Got Gravel Vertigo. It's just ridiculous really. It's a bit like Mike Patey's Turbulence aircraft in that it's taken one of the stock aircraft and then effectively they put the performance of a turboprop in the front. So you have this very light carbon fibre small aircraft with a stupid power to weight ratio. But the challenge today is going to be keeping it below 1,300 foot because we're going to use the Manchester low level corridor. Now I am at a little airfield called Ashcroft, which is just to the south of the low level corridor, and to transit this lawfully you have to do a couple of different things at the moment. Firstly, you have to be on 118.580, which is the Manchester frequency. You have to be squawking 7366, which we are already, and you have to be on the QNH for Liverpool. Now I don't know why you're not on the QNH for Manchester. Maybe somebody can answer that. Obviously this low level route sits between Manchester and Liverpool and their major airports, so it is a little kind of route that general aviation can squeeze underneath the sort of controlled airspace, because technically it's Class D airspace, but by doing the above you don't need to contact Manchester. You just have to be squawking on that squawk frequency with the radio tuned, and then it doesn't count as an airspace infringement. Apparently this is something that they're looking at. They're considering making it Class G. They're considering raising the ceiling to 1,500 feet. But we're going to have a little play today, and we're going to try and not die on takeoff with this thing because it is crazy powerful. Right, brakes off. I'm literally cracking the throttle at the moment, and you can see from how much I'm having to wiggle about. This is me all trying to input the rudder to... Alright, come on, off we go. We're up. My throttle is barely 25% at the moment. So, flaps. So, another visual reference point is this one. It's known as Winsford Flash, which is a kind of boating lake, I'm guessing. If you live nearby, correct me if I'm wrong. It's another visual reference point for kind of entry to the corridor. We're going to just kill the power a little bit. We're going to have to trim extremely well here. But we're going to enter. We're still ridiculously fast. We may be trimming the corner a little bit, but we're not going to worry too much about that. We're just going to get ourselves down and get going, because this is, as I've said, it's a quick video. We want to be going directly north. We're at 1,200. Just kind of where we want to be. I just need to sort my trim out and get a decent power setting, and if we're doing about 240, 250 knots, then that's about right. A little bit fast. I don't know if there's a speed limit for the low level route, but certainly aircraft have to be under 250 knots below 10,000 feet. And we're already busting that 1,300 feet ceiling. So I just wanted to point out just how low to the ground we are, especially with the speed that we're doing. This is a very, very narrow little corridor that's taken us. I'm just kind of drifting a little bit. Let's get ourselves back on track. We want to kind of aim for Warrington to our north. But yeah, if you have an engine failure or something, it doesn't give you a lot of options, and also you're sending a lot of GA traffic on a potentially nice day through quite a narrow bit of airspace at very low altitude. So I'd say the mid-air collision risk is quite high, especially if you're doing 258 knots. So yeah, here comes Warrington, the city of. That's the Fiddler's Ferry power station off in the distance there. I think what we're going to do is come out at the Thelwall Viaduct VRP. Now, don't know about you, but when I think of viaduct, I think of the kind of Victorian railway bridges with the archway after archway. This isn't one of those. It is basically a big bridge over the M6 that this canal which runs into Manchester. Oh, I've already busted the airspace, haven't I? See, this is how quick, how easy it is to do, but this is because we're using a ridiculously overpowered and fast aircraft. But yeah, it's a bridge over this canal and river section of the M6. There we are, and we're back out into Class G airspace in this little sort of triangular section here, and we can get ourselves up to Manchester Barton to land. So yeah, we're now on Barton's frequency, we're now squawking 7,000 again, and we're on final approach into the runway, and just have to be very gentle with the power. Little adjustments can be big changes as described. In fact, let's do a touch and go, and I'm just going to hammer the throttle and just show you how stupid this aircraft is, because it's really funny. So he's in. Whoa. Right, there we go, let's go. Get back up, get back up. Gear up, flaps up, full power. And I'll just demonstrate why it's called vertigo as we hammer towards Manchester city centre. It's barely slowing down. I'm having to pull the mixture as I climb as well, so that we're still maintaining performance. Hence why we've had that sort of sudden spike. And it just wants to go the whole time. 12,000 feet. 13, 14, 'Let's climb again. Like I said, it's just physics-defying ridiculousness, but it's a lot of fun. So it is free to obtain from various sources. The sort of got friends stuff tends to be really good. No issues with your system performance or anything with this. It's just an absolute scream to have something that's this daft. But anyway, that's enough for me today. Enjoy, and I'll catch you next time.